Hey, welcome back to Self-Reliance. Today, I'm having some issues getting my 2005 Kia Spectra EX starting. I'm going to pop it open here, and we're going to show you how I diagnose this. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, put in the key, let you guys hear the sound that this car makes.
Benefits have been introduced in the house.
So I've got some radio, stuff like that. There is some electricity going on. I'm going to push on the brake. Let's turn this car on. Hope you can hear that. It's a rapid clicking sound. Okay, so when that won't go, I'm gonna guess that it's one of two things. It's really cold outside, and so that tells me that it could be the battery. So it could be the battery is bad, and it can't handle the cold, and it needs to be replaced. Or it could be that it died somehow some dome light or something got left on, and the battery voltage is low. The way to fix that is to jump the car or to charge it using a battery charger. I'm going to use the battery charger method. Or two, I could have a bad starter. The battery also could be dead if the alternator is bad and it failed to recharge the battery. So a couple different options here. I'm going to start off with just charging up the battery and see if that fixes it. If that fixes it, then I'm going to take the battery in and get it diagnosed and see if it's a bad battery. And if it is, then I'll replace it. Problem solved. I don't know what's actually wrong with this, so you guys are going to go through the diagnostic process with me. Okay, I've got my battery charger sitting on top of here. While I'm hooking this up, it's really simple. I'm just going to hook it positive, or red to red, positive to positive, black to black, negative to negative. So nothing super crazy. For anybody who doesn't know anything about cars, I find it extremely valuable to be able to repair your own vehicles. Highly recommend being able to do that. It saves you a ton of money. Not time though. You got to figure out how much your time is worth. For anybody who doesn't know about repairing cars, there's the electrical system is pretty easy to diagnose. What I've got here is a battery. Over here, I've got an alternator. When the engine is going, it spins the alternator, a little electric motor. Basically, it's a little electric generator, and it puts power back into the battery. The battery in a car is only used for a few seconds to start the car, and then it gets immediately recharged. A car battery should never die. Another important electrical piece is the starter. I was talking about that. That takes power out of the battery and initially starts the vehicle. It's an electric motor, and it's really strong, cranks it over, gets it started. Spins the engine initially until the gasoline takes over. So that's a quick overview of the system here. My little charger here is not going. Could be that I tried too high amps or something like that. So this has got several different settings. It's got a 6 volt 6 amps and a 12 volt 2 amp. I tried the 12 volt 6 amp, but it wasn't going, so I'm gonna leave it on 12 volt 2 amp. Let that charge it. I'm thinking it's something else. I don't know. It should be able to take that kind of amperage, but we're gonna let this go. This is gonna take at least a few hours. You can see this thing's all dusty. I rarely ever use it, but it's really nice. So I'm gonna head back inside where it's warm. Let this go. Okay, this battery charger here, not the nicest charge ever, but this little dial, this little gauge on here keeps dropping to the bottom, and I keep restarting it. So I cleaned off the connectors a little bit on here and reconnected those, and it seemed to work. So let me just kind of fiddle with this switch here. Give it a sec. Come on. See, it just keeps dropping. So it'll go for a sec on this 2 amp. Maybe I'll catch it here and it'll just drop. Yeah, it's just going down. So that to me says that either this charger is bad, which is possible, or this charger thinks that this battery here is full. And if that's the case and this thing just still can't turn over, then that means this battery's bad. So let's go ahead and plug in let's go ahead and crank this car and see if it works. I'm gonna take these off real quick. All right, let's put the key in, brake, and I'm gonna crank it. Okay, so it kind of chugged a little bit. Not sure if you could hear that on camera. Let me try again. And this is without the charger plugged in. Yeah, okay, and it stopped. So clearly that battery's not actually charged. So I'm gonna take that battery out. I'm gonna go take it and get it checked. And if they say it's fine, then I'm going to look at my charger, and maybe my charger's broken. Okay, let's take off this negative now. Okay, loosened up. take both of these leads off here. This one's pretty stuck, actually. I need to crank that off a little bit more. All right, this negative came off real easy, but this positive's kind of stuck. I'm gonna put the camera down for a second, get it off. Okay, just kind of shoved on it, came off. Just needed 2 hands. Take this plastic off here. I just absolutely love how modern cars are just pure plastic. That way it all breaks when it gets cold when you're trying to work on it in the middle of winter. There we go. Got another little nut right there in the middle, so I gotta take that guy off. I'm gonna just pull the shroud off, get back to you guys. Got that shroud off around here. Last thing we got down the bottom here, hopefully you can see that, there we go. There's a little bolt holding on to the lip of the bottom of the battery there, on that little edge. So I'm just gonna unscrew that and the battery should come right out. Okay, got the battery out, sitting right there. So I'm gonna take this to the shop, ask the clerk there to test it. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, got a new battery. So I took the old battery in my local store. The guy plugs it into his tester. The tester says, please charge before testing, which is what I was just doing. And so clearly there's some issue with that. So then he offered to charge it with their charger. I said, all right, you know, it'll be nice to have a second charger to double check what my charger did. So he goes and plugs it into his charger. It immediately, about 10 seconds after he plugs it in, their big old charger says bad battery. So bought a new battery. This is 140 bucks. Let me grab some WD-40 for that. Okay, spray down WD-40. Get a little bit down in the hole down there. Okay. So funny story, one time I was working on a car, took a wrench and laid it across the 2 connectors like this. I'm not going to get too close, but I laid it across and there's this huge puff of smoke, lightning. I'm like, oh my gosh. My wrench is still sitting there, so I smack it real quick with my hand, knock it off, and pull the wrench up. And it's got a huge dent in it. The battery had zapped the thing. Took a chunk out of it. Okay. Battery connector's good in there. A little mount down there. Oh, just dropped my nut. No! Don't worry. I won't edit that out. That's too funny. Okay, I'm gonna get this this guy reconnected here. I'm going to tighten these. I'm not gonna show that on camera because it's not very exciting. And then we'll crank it over, and I think that's it. Starts right up. All right, guys. That's it. You went through the process with me. Saw how I troubleshooted it. I think being able to fix cars as a prepper or as being self-reliant is incredibly valuable. As I said, you know, it will take some of your time and it'll take some skill, but I think being able to fix your own stuff is incredibly important, especially as a prepper. If something breaks, you got to be able to fix it. All right, guys, thanks for watching.